Hey YouTube, this is FLINT Here with another video. So this is an elections game called Run.Vote.Win. Make your mark with election game. So I just thought I could play this, even just because the elections ended in the US. So yeah.
In elections, there are two distinct roles: the candidate, who has ideas for a better way, and the voters, who have the final say. Which will you be?
Let's do candidate. I've never played this game too. I don't even know how it looks.
Look who's here. The new life of the party. Please, sign in.
Okay, drum. I am male. Select party. Stripped party.
The Plaid Party. Go Plaid and you'll never be sad.
Wait.
The Polka Dot Party. Every dot living together in peace and harmony. The Stripe Party. Stripes.
Stripes.
Toward a common goal.
That's a strict.
Go Plaid and you'll
never
Plaid.
Be sad. Select district. And Annapolis.
Antigonish. Argyle. Bedford Birch Cove. Dartmouth East.
Let's do that one.
All candidates have to fill out a nomination paper and do a bunch of legal stuff before they become official candidates. Hey, this isn't so you think you can govern. You gotta be legit. Okay, here's where you plan your campaign budget. How much money will you have to spend? Where will you spend it? How many people will you reach? There are so many things to spend your campaign money on. Brochures, TV ads, buttons, panic buttons, waiting strips.
I'm guessing if you went for voter, then it would be like really short. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, so I don't know what to do. Vote for me, let's do that many. Advertising. Flyer posters. Website. Office, overhead, and staff. I think I'm wasting my money so much. How much money is remaining?
Okay, an election has been called. The premier went to the lieutenant governor, who, as the Queen's representative, agreed to call an election on a specific date. The chief electoral officer actually issues the writ. Technically, this is called dropping the writ, the document that declares an election is to be held. That's a very important document because nobody's going to read the writ if it's written wrong. See down there? This will tell you if voters are likely to vote for you. Okay, the campaigning is about to begin. And they're off. And you jump into an early lead. But can you hold it? Can you hold your breath for 31 days?
Okay, so Plaid party, polka dot party, striped party, and no party. Is this me? I don't know.
The race is officially on, so you better get out there and talk to your voters. Find out what's on their mind and let them know what you stand for. So you're on the campaign trail. You're going to be very busy, so it's really important that you budget your time. Here are a bunch of things candidates do in an election campaign. Choose how much time you want to spend doing any or all of them. You've got 168 hours in every week, but you may want to factor in little things, like sleeping.
Okay, let's go to door. Photo opportunities. Let's do for the remaining hours. Okay, I'm winning right there.
You want people to vote for you. Why should they? Do you know them?
Okay, so I'm in first place. Polka dot party's in second, just by a little bit. Striped party's in third, and no party's in fourth. See town hall meeting.
Skate parks are kind of scary for us older folks. Them kids are up to no good with their hoodies and dark, evil eyes.
Newspaper. Don't make it wear school uniforms, blah, blah, blah.
We're live in front of the Lower East Overshoe School Board, where a group of parents are protesting the board's banning of all food it deems to be unhealthy. As we're live in front of...
Okay.
All pound sand from ETV. What is your stance on the skate park?
I'm in favor of it. I'm against it. We're still looking into it.
Skate parks inherently have both positive and negative aspects, so it's important to closely examine our expectations of them before we take steps to address all concerns.
Drum straddles fence, hurts themselves and the campaign. I'm not going to read like the rest. I'm just doing this just so if you guys want to pause the video, so yeah, and read it. Drum scene leaving weekly accordion lessons. Is that bad? Oh, I should have done my last name.
Babies. Yeah, I said babies, not babes.
Okay, looks like I'm still winning. I think going to door is pretty good. Let's do some more babies.
You want people to vote for you.
Still in the
Have
lead.
you had them over for dinner? Okay, never mind that. But you really do have to know how they feel about the state of the province, or at least their corner of it.
There ought to be a dress code for teenagers at school. My goodness, I've seen young women wearing so little fabric that a moth would starve to death. What are those young men hiding in their hoodies? Probably a weapon or an attack gerbil or something.
Okay, to the editor. I don't think students should have to wear uniforms to go to public school. Part of the growing up is becoming an individual, and choosing your own clothes is a growing up way to we show who we are. I don't want to be some clone who looks like everybody else. I know some people think it will stop students from being mean to kids who don't wear cool clothes, but if they're uniform, students will something else to judge about each other.
This is Brian Big Smile at Center Junior Intermediate Senior High, where students wearing a sea of logos are protesting.
Today, our streeters question is, should the province introduce school uniforms? We asked a student from Fashion Design School who replied that we could take it farther. And again, I quote, each grade should have its own color. Like grade 5 could be like blue, and grade 7 could be like fuchsia. That way, teachers and other kids would always know which class everyone is supposed to be in. Other colors could be red, black, chartreuse, lemon, until you're up to 13. I forgot about primary.
The primary colors for primary.
This is Brian Big Smile at Center Junior Intermediate Senior High, where students wearing a sea of logos are protesting against a proposal that would have all students in Nova Scotia wearing uniforms. Students here have responded with, and I quote, yeah, like it's totally bogus to wear uniforms. Like part of growing up is becoming an individual, and like choosing your own clothes is a way we show that we're like individual. I don't want to be some clone who looks like everybody else. A second student said precisely the same thing about being a clone.
Lot of verbiage from the Daily Beagle. What's your position on dress codes for public school students?
I'm not saying enforce it because the people want to enforce it, but the kids, students don't.
Well, now, part of growing up is becoming an individual, and for many teens,
Probably
that
made myself
individuality is expressed in their clothes. On the other hand, rampant individuality shouldn't supersede community mores, to the point where everyone is forced to re-examine their own deeply held beliefs.
Drum flip-flops more than beach footwear. I don't get it. Like, is this stuff good? Daily Bagel. Jam overheard saying, "Just kiss the ugliest baby on the planet." What? I would never say that. And if I did, it's obviously because it's true.
Remember, don't call your opponents dorks, especially if they are.
Random. Okay, I seem to be doing pretty good. It's just an order still. It's kind of weird. If I do that too much, I might get annoyed.
You want people to vote for you.
My goodness, have you seen the state of our roads? We simply must do better. Last week I saw 3 cars disappear into a pothole on the street in front of my house. Haven't seen them since.
Shit, dude, done right away.
PC Macintosh, my parents' RecRoom.com. What are you going to do about our crumbling infrastructure?
Okay, his voice is weird.
People pay their taxes with the expectation that the roads will be paved, buildings will be kept up, and essential services will work. I will meet that expectation.
Jump hit by a runaway. Common sense. It breaks, then spreads. I don't get if this stuff is ever good. Jim admits to changing mind after hearing of the set of the issue. What? That's...
You don't vote for you. Who will? Just be yourself. No, wait. Be somebody better.
That's harsh. Kissing babies seems pretty good. Just move that up.
You want people to vote for...
We have to do something about bullying. There are kids scared to go to school, scared to go online. Don't say walk away or stand up to them. Most bullies won't actually back down. They get worse.
That's true.
I'm tired of carrying an ice pack wherever I go.
That is so true.
Lots of verbiage from the Daily Beagle. What do you propose to do about school and internet bullying?
Cyberbullying, we need to deal with bullies.
There's no place for bullying in our society. Bullies should have to attend classes designed to end their unacceptable behavior.
Jerem has tough talk for bullying. Vows not to back down. Approval rating goes up. Good. But I kind of want to hear what the other people say about it. Jerem caught on camera singing along to boom music. Youth vote threatened. What? So that stuff is always bad in the end part. ETV election television.
Good evening, Nova Scotia. Well, several polls have already reported in with early results. Let's have a look at Dartmouth East. Well, as you can see, it's shaping up to be a runaway for the Plaid Party. Now let's see what's happening across the province. It's a landslide victory for the Plaid Party, giving them 75% of the seats in the House of Assembly.
I want to thank my campaign team as well as each and every one and all of my volunteers. I look forward to serving all the people of this district in the House of Assembly. Remember, don't get sad, get plaid.
You won. So that was a fun game. Let's play again.
Are you ready to play Run.Vote.Win? The game that puts you in charge of who's in charge? Are you sure? Want to vote on it? Want to vote for me as best online game show host? No?
Yes.
Okay, let's move on. Just make your mark with Run.Vote.Win, the election game. In elections,
Let's do voter now.
Well now, look who wants to choose our government. It's you, a real VIP, a voter important person. Alrighty then. Sign in and tell us what electoral district you live in. You can find them on the map. Before you can vote, you have to make sure you're on the list of electors. A fancy name for Digby, Annapolis.
Drum Newton.
Deciding who to vote for means knowing what candidates believe, especially on issues that are important to you and your community. Here are a bunch of issues that could affect your district. You can choose as many as 4 issues that are really important to you. As we go ahead, you'll find out where your candidates stand on each of them.
Okay. School dress codes, gas prices. They're not too important for me. Oh, none of them are really too important for me. And that's the school dress codes.
Okay, an election has been called. The Premier went to the Lieutenant Governor, who, as the Queen's representative, agreed to call. And they're off. The candidates have just 31 days to convince you that they deserve your vote. Listen to them carefully. Right. You want to vote, but for who? You need to know where the candidates stand on issues that are important to you. You should also know what other issues are being discussed. They may have a big impact on your community, or they may put you to sleep. But you should still know about them, okay? So let's find out about your candidates and the issues.
So I'm gonna click on all these. Pete Headstrong, no party. Pete is a regular guy. He holds down a good job, pays his mortgage, pays his taxes, and supports his family. This is the first time running for office. I've been upset with the ways things have been run by all the political parties. So my wife said, "Hey, get involved, make a difference." So I am. I don't believe in political parties. I mean, I guess it's okay that people know what they stand for, but I don't like that everyone is told to vote the way the party leader says they should. I believe you have to look at each issue on its own. Some people say that this can lead in inconsistent governing, but to me it is the way to go. The only problem is I won't have a lot of the resources to get elected. I am no scientist, but I confess by all about 25 years ago they said we were about to enter another ice age. Now they say we're entering global warming due to our polluting the air. Others were coming out of the last ice age. I don't know but I don't know about you, but I want some cold hard facts, not the theories that seem to change every few weeks. How can I vote on an issue that keeps shifting under me like sand on the beach? Okay. Hear what the candidates have to say about these topics: price of gas, health resources. Oh yeah, I forgot health. See health.
There are a lot of naysayers out there, but the reality is the healthcare system has never been healthier. I'd leave it alone. No comment. I will increase spending and fund initiatives to get recent med school graduates to practice in small towns in the province.
As in everything, there are 2 sides to this vital issue facing Nova Scotians, and both sides have complex issues that must be investigated to make sure we have the system we want and deserve.
That woman sounds like a man. So far I like the 2 women better, the most.
I propose an immediate 10% reduction in provincial taxes on gasoline. Not much I can say, is there?
My people are investigating the possibilities of how we can address the rising prices, and we expect to have a comprehensive plan ready in about 43 days.
It's the free market. It will adjust and prices will fall on their own. Eventually,
That is a guy. I like Ivanna Wynn wine.
Regulated gaming is safe and profitable for the government, and that helps keep taxes down. This system is working.
I'd bet against getting an answer today. Gambling inherently has both positive and negative aspects, so it's important to closely examine our expectations of it before we take steps to address all concerns. Well, I suppose if we didn't run it, it would go underground and be run by organized crime. But I'm not opposed to banning VLTs in local pubs.
Okay.
There will always be bullies, so it's important for kids to learn how to deal with them. And how can a kid even be bullied by a computer? I would implement an investigation looking into the possibility of developing a white paper to address this growing concern. There is no place for bullying in our society. Bullies should have to attend classes designed to end their unacceptable behavior.
I can't say right now.
Oh yeah, and she is Plaid. Hopefully Plaid will win. But I won't just vote for her just because she's Plaid. Wait. Is there more people? Oh. But I won't read them just because, yeah.
We're live in front of the Lower East Overshoe School Board.
No one cares.
Right. So here are your candidates and what party they're running for. There's also a little blurb, sort of a blurb junior, about each party's policies. Have a look. Based just on this info, click on the candidate you'll most likely vote for. Tell us why you're voting. Is it just to see if you can make your candidate win? Is it because you have strong views on the issues? Is it because you think the act of voting is important? Or is it some other reason?
It's a big difference in my life because governments make decisions that directly affect me. Perhaps voting when you're young doesn't feel like it has anything to do with you. Wrong. There are many issues out there that directly impact your lives, and as you become adults, drive a car, get a job, go and to school, buy a house, have kids, etc., your government is making decisions that directly affect you. I wonder when I was a candidate. I wonder what made me a guy. Oh, Striped Party is winning right now. Clunky is seen living weekly according. Yes, that's good. He's losing. Choose your candidate. I already did this. But Clunky, seriously, what kind of name is Clunky? No. Clunky's winning. And sorry if your name is Clunky. Helmet laws.
When I was a kid, we just got on our bike or skateboard or whatever and just took off with the wind in our hair. And you know, polysporin works great on scrapes and skin peels.
Helmet laws inherently have both positive and negative aspects, so it's important to closely examine our expectations of them before we take steps to address all concerns.
She's good.
Children are precious, and anything we can do to make sure they stay healthy has my vote. No comment.
Said another person, no comment.
I would like to subsidize youth sports to get the costs down so everyone could play, especially hockey. Our national sport, invented in our very own town of Windsor, has become far too expensive.
What is sport, really? Is golf a sport? I mean, you can eat and drink while you do it. What about bowling? Curling? Well, yes, curling is a sport. I don't really have comment today. There are all kinds of sports that don't cost a lot of money. When I was a kid, all we needed was a bat, a ball, and an empty field. We owe our senior citizens a debt of gratitude for their contributions to our province. I believe in raising the standards of care and housing and making sure they're adhered to. Basic services should have acceptable standards. But the great thing about our economic system is that people have a lifetime to acquire the resources they need to retire well. No comment.
I love senior citizens. My mother is a senior citizen, and without her constant support and advice, I would not have accomplished half of what I have.
Look at that chin, though.
We have to define the parameters of the term youth. It's a relative term. I mean, what's young? The trees? They are, compared to the mountains. That definition is key before we have any meaningful discussion.
Youth has never had it so good. Disposable income, wide open job market, lenient parents, and legal system. Heck, I wish I was a youth again.
Today's youth represents our future. I would create a Department of Youth to focus on their issues. I don't think it's appropriate for me to answer.
I don't really like that thing, really. Yes, Plaid's getting higher. So it looks like Polka Dot's party's losing. So in first place, Striped Party, then No Party, then Plaid Party, and Polka Dot Party. How is Plaid Party doing? Good, because Plaid Party's like always like no comment.
No comment.
See?
It should be expanded so more youth can enjoy an active lifestyle.
Skate parks are unsafe. They should be torn down. Skate parks inherently have both positive and negative aspects, so it's important to closely examine our expectations of them before we take steps to address all concerns. Look, compared to most of the world, we have things pretty darn good here. I mean, have you ever been to the Amazon? People pay their taxes with the expectation that the roads will be paved, buildings will be kept up, and essential services will work. I will meet that expectation. I have nothing to say at this time.
This is an issue that's too important to answer on the campaign trail. We really need to get together as a community to ascertain the real and pressing needs of each village, town, and city to determine a strategy that will work towards meeting the needs of all.
Suggest code?
Parents let them leave home dressed a certain way. I don't think it's up to the schools to say they can't. There are some types of clothes that are simply inappropriate for school. I suggest a panel of parents, teachers, and students get together to set standards for their school. Well now, part of growing up is becoming an individual, and for many teens, that individuality is expressed in their clothes. On the other hand, rampant individuality shouldn't supersede community mores, to the point where everyone is forced to re-examine their own deeply held beliefs.
No comment.
Come on.
We are part of a nation, a collective, if you will, so we should share our good fortune with all Canadians.
Offshore royalties are under both federal and provincial jurisdiction, so it's incumbent upon us to engage in meaningful dialogue with our federal counterparts to devise a strategy that is fair and comprehensive for all interested parties. The oil and gas is off our coast, so we should keep most of the royalties, just like Alberta keeps theirs for oil under their land. No comment.
I know what these people are for.
This is a ballot. When you go to the polling station, you'll be given one of these, which you'll take behind a screen so nobody can see how you vote. Our system is based on a secret ballot. You'll be the only person who knows how you voted, unless you tell people. You place an X or a check mark in the space beside the candidate you've chosen to vote for. When you're done, you fold it, bring it back to where you got it, and put it in the ballot box. Later, you'll be counted with all the others, and the winner will be announced. Oops, I'll leave you now, so you can vote in private.
Good. Might be Striped Party, though. If No Party wins, I'll be mad. Well, not mad, but surprised.
Reported in with early results. In fact, at one polling station in Cape Breton, everyone who turned up to vote were all named McDonald. They were the Polka Dot McDonalds, the Striped McDonalds, the Plaid, or as they called themselves, Tartan McDonalds, and the Independent McDonalds. Let's have a look at results by district. Here's what happened in Digby, Annapolis. Well, just as the Plaid Party lost across the province, so did Ivanna Wynn.
Hey, that's the way it goes. You win some, you lose some. But really, Nova Scotians win no matter what the outcome. Because we've been a part of a process that defines who we are. Nova Scotia had the first elected or responsible assembly in the British Empire outside the UK. You know what? You get to play the game again and again, every time there's an election. Next time your candidate might win, or your party, or both, or well, whatever. But you don't have to wait till the next election. You can play again right now. Better yet, why not try your hand at running for election? Try as a candidate this time. See how it goes.
If you guys made it this far in the video, type down in the comments. Wynn is the best. Like WYNN. Because she is, like, come on. Or no. Type down, which candidate you thought was the best. Not just Wynn, but if you thought Wynn was the best, then yeah. So anyways, guys, hope you guys do enjoy this one. Subscribe, like for more, and bye. Peace out. 30 minutes, wow.